All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, people are slowly trickling in. And since most of you seem to know me, we will save a lot of time because I don't have to spend time in introducing myself. So, very warm welcome to a session which is going to introduce you to an adventure. And the adventure is called Being You. Okay. So when we say that you're going to be having an adventure of being you, what is it that you understand? You know, what does it speak to you? What does it say to you? Being you. And why would we call it an adventure? So look, I don't want this to be a lecture, so please let us be interactive here.
Being you, maybe getting to know more about yourself, who you are, and maybe we don't know in what definition we should look into ourselves and see who we are. And maybe it becomes sometimes quite confusing to maybe we are perceiving outside world and telling us that who we are, but actually we are not. We are something else. So that's what made me interesting. I mean, made me look at, I mean, the topic was really curious and I really want to know where I'm heading. And
yeah, so then you're in the right place, right? And you said some very important things which are very, very true. And that's one of the things that we are going to overcome, that we've not been really being ourselves. We've been what other people have wanted us to be. So you're very right about that. So do you need to discover or do you already know? Let's find out. Okay, what about others? Shivani or Ayushi or Abhinav, you want to say something about it? When we say being you, or Chaturvedi ji, when we say being you, what does it say to you?
I think the topic may be related to authenticity and integrity. Whatever we are inside, always we are not outside the same way.
Okay.
And which I feel creates many problems which are self-invited.
Okay, I got that.
So if we can make some thrust into that, it will be very beneficial.
Well, like I said, it's an introduction.
Yes, sir.
So we will cover some of these things, maybe not all.
Yes, sir.
Okay, what about you, Shivani, Ayushi, Abhinav, Shakti?
So I also feel that it is one of the things which I feel is being in the moment, you know, being in the present moment. And like I think Jaswinder shared that, you know, it is not what the other person or the environment or they want us to be, but what we are comfortable with. Yeah.
Okay, beautiful. Thank you very much for sharing that. What about you, Shakti? I'm very happy that all people who know me have joined.
Yes, sir. We are an infinite human being. We have all the power to achieve it, but I'm not believing that. I'm not being myself. I'm having a lot of limiting beliefs. I'm not able to move forward. So I'm operating very less. So I want to acknowledge that, and then I want to be like being me. Yeah.
Okay. So when we say being you, this is what it says to you.
Yes.
Okay, let's listen to the others as well. So let's welcome the others, those who are just joining in. Priya, Suraj Verma. Suraj, would you like to introduce yourself and tell us what has got you interested in this topic? Hello, Suraj, can you hear me?
Yes, yes. Right. Am I audible?
Yes, you are.
Yes. Oh, sorry, I can't hear what you said.
What I said was that what is it that got you interested in the topic, being you?
Actually, I have just joined. I have no idea what is the discussion is being here.
Okay. नहीं, मेरा प्रश्न ये है कि आपको इंटरेस्ट क्यों आया इस विषय में?
Actually, I just think that I just want to know about myself. What is me and what is my work. Besides our daily routine, what we do. So
Okay.
this is an loop. Like we awake and eat food and do lots of work and then repeating this scenario. So what is after that?
और क्या? What else is possible? Okay, very nice. What do you do? Are you working or do you have business or something?
I'm working.
Okay, very nice. Thank you very much for joining us. Okay,
Thank
we
you.
will take another. So let us basically start, and when people join in, they will join in. Okay.
Thank you.
All right. So let's go through this. Now, because most of you know me, I don't need to introduce myself too much. So what I'm doing is I'm introducing you to a program called The Adventure of Being You. Okay. This is a program brought to you by an organization called Access Consciousness. And it is conducted by me. I'm a certified facilitator of Access Consciousness. Access Consciousness is an organization that conducts programs in more than 100 countries. Okay, these are very, very powerful transformational programs. I have spent my whole life in transformational programs, and still in the year 2019, when literally somebody forced me to do one of the Access programs. At that time, I was thinking, I know everything. I've spent my whole life in this. Aur kya seekh sakte, you know? And I'm happy that I did that because I got some very, very big breakthroughs, which I was thinking, ho hi nahi sakta. All right. So very, very powerful programs. This program is brought to you from Access Consciousness. It was created by one of the co-founders of Access Consciousness, Dr. Dane Heer. I personally attended all his programs. I'm in fact attending another program. He's coming from the US to Delhi, and he's conducting a 4 days program. I'm going to be doing that as well. Okay, so let's see. I want you to listen to me to understand, all right, how it is possible for you to add more value to your life. Like just like Suraj was saying a little while ago, okay, bhai, hum kaam kar rahe hain, we are doing what we are doing. Is there anything more possible? Okay, when I did this Access program for the first time, I'm already training and coaching people for more than 35 years. I've studied so many modalities. Okay, one of the things I always have in my mind is there anything more that I can learn? Can I grow more mentally, spiritually? Okay, one thing which I've realized in my life is only knowledge is of no use. Okay, that knowledge has to show up in action in life. With all my knowledge, if there is no transformation in the way I live my life, then there is no use of that knowledge. Okay. So when you listen to me today, this is an introduction, but you can get value out of your introduction also. If you look at your life and say, hey, bhai, is there possibility that I can add some more value to my life? क्या मेरे जीवन में और परिवर्तन हो सकता है? So just imagine. I want you to imagine that you can be in any situation and have a sense of peace, ease, and joy. So what is the opposite of that? In today's time, have you noticed that sometimes there are some situations where you feel peaceful and there are situations when you don't feel peaceful? For the benefit of these two latecomers, can I go back a slide or two so that they know what they are into? Is that all right for the rest of you? We've got time. Okay?
Yeah.
So this program is an introduction to course called The Adventure of Being You. Okay. And this is a program created by Access Consciousness. And I am a certified facilitator of Access Consciousness. Access Consciousness is an organization that conducts these transformational programs in more than 100 countries in this world. I've been associated with them since 2019. And I'm so impacted by these programs that I am investing significant amount of time and money to doing more and more of these programs. Okay. It is created by Dr. Dane here, a co-founder of Access Consciousness. And my invitation to you is to spend your time with me to do some inquiry to find out, is there a possibility of having a better life? Okay. So we are starting with this. Imagine, just close your eyes and imagine that now you have become a person who can be in any situation and have a feeling of ease and joy and peace. Is it happening in your life today? Maybe not. So you will notice that some situations make you upset and troubled and stressed. Okay? And we are always looking for situations where we will be having more peace. Isn't it? So imagine that something has changed in you, something has transformed in you, that you can be in any situation and have a sense of peace, ease, and joy. So what do you want to say about that, guys? Are you a person like that today, that you can be in any situation and have a sense of peace, ease, and joy? ऐसा है आज की डेट में? Is it so? Yes, Shakti.
Not in all situations, sir. Some situation I'm so much comfortable, I'm having peace, ease, and joy. But some of the things, even for thinking also, I'm having a fear.
Exactly.
I'm not forward.
So in your life, is it possible that you will only have situations where you have peace and joy? What do
No,
we do in life? We try to avoid,
Yes.
right? So even our life choices, for example, you want to make a life choice and you're not making the choice thinking ki, I will not be at ease in that situation.
Yes.
It may be a trouble situation. So you avoid that.
Yes.
So isn't that what we...
Yeah, that's not a true, but I'm assuming that I may be in trouble.
It has not happened, but you are thinking that you might be in trouble.
Yes.
Right? Why? Because you don't feel at ease in all situations. Okay. Would it not be wonderful if you could be in ease in all situations, guys? I want you to think about situations in which you don't feel at ease. What about other people? Are there situations, circumstances in which you don't have a sense of peace and joy? Yes or no? If you agree with me, raise your hand. Virtual hand, I mean to say. Yep. There are situations when you don't feel at ease and at joy. And the mind says, and the heart says, okay, look, there must be something more. I wish I could have. Yes. Thank you very much for sharing that. So there is a possibility that you can learn a way to live. There is a possibility that you can transform your life so that you can be at ease and joy and peace in every situation that you are in. Okay. Now, normally what happens is we lose our power in a situation which we don't like. We lose our power in a situation where we feel that somebody is attacking us, isn't it? And what if it did not affect you anymore? What will happen then? Life will be much easier, isn't it? And let me tell you something, even if you are in the world of business or you're doing a job, if you have the energy and focus on your job, will you not do your job better? If your attention and your energy is completely focused on what you're doing, will you not produce better results? So when you're not feeling peaceful,
Yes, we will.
yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, we will produce better result also
है ना?
if we give the full attention and yeah.
Yeah, but when you're not feeling at ease, when you're not feeling peace, your attention goes away, ना? आपकी जो ध्यान
Right,
है, it
exactly.
goes into that situation जो आपको दुखी कर रही है. Right? Somebody says something bad to you, 2 दिन आप बैठ के सोच रहे हो उसके बारे में. So your attention and energy is gone away from your purpose, ना? जो आपकी
Right.
नियत है, जो आप करना चाहते हो, your attention is not on that. So your ability, your power to produce result will be reduced, ना? So obviously we will have to change. हम परिस्थितियों को नहीं बदल सकते हैं. We cannot change the circumstances, but we can change the way we respond to circumstances, isn't it? So if something changes inside me, then what was troubling me earlier will not trouble me anymore. Okay, so that is the possibility that will happen when you start being you. Now, kitna sukoon hoga, like if you get up early in the morning and you have a feeling of gratitude and alive, how would that be? Would you like that to happen? So what happens when we get up in the morning? We jump up with enthusiasm and say, wow, we are going to have this wonderful day today. I'm so peaceful. I'm so thankful. Thank God I'm alive. Thank God I'm alive. Do you get up with that feeling in your mind? Yes or no?
Yes, exactly.
No.
You like
No,
to?
I
Yeah,
like
we
to.
talk- Exactly. And believe me, I can say this. I'm 70 years old, okay? And I've been through a lot of up and downs in my life. And I deal and I train corporate people every day. Monday to Friday, I'm coaching about 8 to 10 corporate senior level people, all right? Problem with everybody is they'll always have some problem or the other. And they are always feeling stress. They're always feeling anxiety, performance pressure, target pressure, ghar ka pressure, money pressure, dunya bhar ka pressure. So when they wake up in the morning, are they getting up feeling gratitude and happy to be alive? Would you like to? Would you like to wake up in the morning with a sense of gratitude and being alive? You would, no? This will
Yeah,
happen when you
definitely.
start being you. There is a possibility of that. And I can speak from experience on that matter. Okay. Now just imagine not having to fight people around you and align or agree with them. Have you noticed how much we get into disagreement with people? I don't agree. They say, I don't agree. We may not be physically fighting with people, but verbal fights, arguments, disagreements. How much of our time and energy is taken up by that? Just reflect on your everyday life, your routine. How much of your attention and energy is taken up by having to disagree or fight with people around you, or with all the time there is a pressure to align or agree with them. How many times people get upset because you don't agree with them? Yes, Shakti. Shakti is an IT professional from Hong Kong. Yes, Shakti, go ahead.
So for me, most of the times I'm not aligned. If I'm not aligned with them, I'm not fighting with them. It's like I'm maintaining a comfortable distance. That means my
Yeah.
relationship is not good with them. They said,
Yes.
oh, okay, I'm not aligned anyhow. I'm not going to share anything. Just I'm making a comfortable distance with them. So it's kind of a relationship I'm having, but it's not a real relationship.
Right. Now tell me one thing, Shakti. When you have a comfortable distance with someone, do you trust them?
No,
And do they trust you?
no.
Yesterday, I was conducting a program for a very big company on how to create trust between people. Okay. 1 hour, we're talking about trust. Now, how can you have trust with people when people are maintaining comfortable distance? So they had some funny answers to give me. That fellow doesn't agree with me, so I don't trust him. And so on and so forth. Okay, guys, are you?
Yes.
Can you imagine that you don't have to fight with anyone? Right? You don't have to agree with anyone. You don't have to disagree also. If you are in that situation, do you think you will be a better influencer or not? The people who are effective and powerful in life, they are very good influencers. Yes or no? How many of you agree with me that good
Yes.
leaders are good influencers? Yes?
I
Yes.
do.
Agree, sir.
Right? So in order to influence people, can you force them to agree with you? प्रभावित करना या जबरदस्ती करना, is there a difference between the two? Tell me something. If what do people do? If somebody does not agree, they try to force them to agree, or they try to manipulate them into agree. Right? And sometimes people get frightened of you when they agree. And when you know that that person is not completely enrolled, you don't trust that person, that fellow will do the job or not. Yeah, like Shivani is saying, we get irritated also. Now, when we get irritated, where does our attention go? Does the attention go back to giving 100% to our target and our desires, or the irritation is kind of distracting you, taking away from your purpose? Right?
Most of the time it goes in creating stories about it. क्या हुआ, उसने कैसे बोला, ऐसे कैसे बोल दिया,
नहीं बोलना चाहिए
क्यों
था,
बोल
नहीं
दिया,
करना
हाँ
चाहिए
नहीं
था,
बोलना चाहिए था, वो मुझे
Right.
समझ नहीं पाए ऐसे।
and क्यों नहीं समझते हैं मुझे, उनको
हाँ
मुझे
मेरा कुछ
समझना
और
चाहिए था.
मतलब था, ऐसा कुछ।
Right? And you feel bad also, right? Do you feel at ease? You know, when you feel कि भाई मैं तो कुछ और कहना चाह रही थी, इनको कुछ और समझ में आ गया और वो मुझसे खफा हो गए हैं. Do you feel comfortable? Have you noticed how much of energy we are putting in to get people to align and agree with us and to support us? One thing is there, you can't do anything on your own alone. अकेले तो कुछ नहीं होता है ना. It's distracting. Yeah. Thanks, Shivani, for sharing that. So imagine that you don't have to fight with people around you. Imagine not judging any of the choices you have made or are making. See, we make choices in life, no? All of us, we make choices or decisions. I don't want to have a discussion on the difference between choice and decisions right now. But just imagine that you are not judging any of the choices you have made or you are making. Or you're not wasting your time in judging any of the choices that people around you are making. How would your life be then? Just think on it a moment. How much we are judging our own choices. Choices that we made in the past. Yes, Shakti?
Yes, sir. If I can be in this state, that would be awesome, sir. Because most of the time, my problem is I'm judging. Either I'm judging the situation, or either I'm judging myself, or around my circumstances. I'm judging. Keep on judging, sir. That's my biggest.
Yeah, so does it make you feel at ease when you're judging?
No, sir. It
Where
makes
is-
me complicated.
Yeah, and does it keep you focused on your objective or it distracts you from your objective?
Sometimes it's focused on my objective, but it's narrowed down my choices. I don't have much choice. It's so limiting because of my judgments.
Can you just imagine all of you on this call, 11, 10 people on this call, can you imagine that if you would stop judging any of the choices that you have made or any of the choices that you are about to make, or you don't waste your time on judging the choices of the people around you, then what would your life feel like? जीवन का कैसा अनुभव होगा? How would your life feel like if you did that? And that will happen when you start being you. Imagine feeling really good about yourself and not needing to prove anything to anyone. Just imagine that you're really feeling good about yourself and you don't feel the need to prove anything to anyone. Would you like that?
Yeah, it was awesome. Because when we judge something, so we will got on the results, so, or focus on the result of that communication or that things.
Yeah.
Or not, yeah. So not on the process of that work on doing how this can be done, but totally focus on what happened after this when we judge something.
Yeah. You know that when you are wasting your time in doing anything to anyone, your brain, this frontal lobe, which is the thinking brain, it is not operating at 100%. You're so busy trying to prove yourself to someone or to yourself. So how would your life be when you stop doing that? मुक्ति मिल जाएगी ना?
लाइफ तो सही हो जाएगा और फोकस भी हमारा वो जो हमारा पर्सपेक्टिव उस पे रहेगा
जहां होना चाहिए. Absolutely. Beautiful. Now, question to you is, first of all, to ask yourself, am I being me? You know, जो मेरा असली रूप है, am I being that? And if not, who are you if you're not being you? I really would like to hear some answers on this one. You can unmute yourself and say, okay? Who are you if you're not being you? Just say whatever comes in your mind, no problem.
Sir, I think we are the circumstances which influence us.
If you're not being you, who are you? Say that again. That was a very beautiful answer.
We are the
We are the
circumstances which influence us. I mean, we become according to our circumstances, right? So
right. जो परिस्थितियों ने हमें बना दिया,
हाँ,
वो हम बन
तो
जाते
हम वही परिस्थिति हैं.
Okay. All right. Somebody else. Who are you if you're not being you?
I also feel being judgmental about ourselves.
Okay. And if when you are being judgmental about yourself, who are you being then?
Not being myself at all. And I am not fully, living my purpose, I feel.
Exactly. You might not even know your purpose, something.
Yes. Yeah.
Ivani,
true.
from the earliest time in our life,
Yes.
we are brought up in an environment of being judged either positively or negatively. When a small
True.
baby, they do, oh, such a sweet baby. That's also a judgment, no?
Absolutely. Well said. Yes.
Or they say, oh, ye to ladki hai. The tone that they used to say, oh, acha ladki hai. So much we are living in this world of judgment or trying to come up to the judgment of others. Either we are doing action so that people don't judge us. मुझे चैन से रहने दो, जज मत करो. तुम क्या चाहते हो वो कर लेंगे. So we become what people want to make us.
Yes.
अच्छा भी लगता है जब कोई गाने गाते हैं ना, तारीफ करूं क्या उनकी जिसने तुझे हमें किसने बनाया. We were born in a pure state. We are born in a state of power, and all this influence and bombarding of तुमको ऐसा होना चाहिए, तुमको वैसा होना चाहिए, तुम लड़की हो, तुम लड़का हो. When I was a small kid, I used to play with some the teacups and saucers and all that, and my dad used to say, तुम लड़के हो, you're not supposed to do that. लड़कियों का काम है.
बस वहीं पे judgment.
It is there. I mean, if you start observing that we're not allowing ourselves to be us. So on the one side, एक साइड से हमें बोला जाता है कि यू हैव टू बी यूनिक इन दिस वर्ल्ड, तरक्की करनी है तो यू हैव टू बी यूनिक. व्हेन यू ट्राई टू बी यूनिक दे टेल यू नो 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 नो, और किसी ने किया है, हाउ कैन यू डू दिस, nobody else has done it. So how
Yes.
much of dissonance is being planted in our head? Okay, हमारे अंदर द्वंद कितना डाला जा रहा है.
And then we get confused.
Exactly. You know, so what I say is there is such a big tussle, you know, between the mind and the heart.
Hmm.
जद्दोजहद चल रही है. माइंड बोलता है आपको क्या करना चाहिए, what you should do, right? What you
Yes.
should do is all this conditioned thing that you've got, what you've learned, right?
Yes. Yes.
The heart is always telling you what you really desire. So what do we do in life? Do we go with what we desire? I still remember I wanted to take up a particular thing because from my childhood, I'm very good at, you know, kind of finding out new things and all that. But I was always told, no, you are not good in maths.
Hmm.
Instead of saying, look, if you try, you can become good in it. Nobody said that. They said, नहीं वो तुम्हारे अंदर है ही नहीं. उसको रहने दो.
Hmm.
Doctor बनो. See how much we are conditioned. So it's a good question to ask yourself, who are you if you are not being you? One thing we all can agree on, that we are not being the real person that I am, that I was born as.
Yes.
See, I always say to everybody that I meet, और जब भी मैं लोगों को मिलता हूँ, मेरे दिल में ये होता है कि you are a wonderful, magnificent, extraordinary human being, and you deserve to be loved and respected for who you are. I really believe that. Right? That wonderful, magnificent human being that you are, the purity that you are from the inside. Are you allowed to be like that? Because we are always getting influenced. Okay? So the life that we dream of, the possibility of that life will only happen if you allow yourself to be like that.
Yes. And sometimes the voice of the heart is also suppressed. We don't even know.
Yeah, because it is overpowered by this logical brain, no?
Hmm.
So now what? That is the question. You can start a new life. There is a possibility of starting a new life every day, every minute. So when I ask you what now, you can start a new life. So when you choose to start a new life, what will be your next step? That is a question. So one of the next steps that is available to you, my friends, is that you can make that choice now and you can join this part 1 of the adventure of being you that starts today at 2 o'clock. Okay. And I'm putting the link over there. You can use that link and you can join that if you want to. So having said that, any questions, anything that you want clarity on, anything that I can facilitate for you because you've joined our call?
Okay.
So anything that I can do for you? Yeah, you can certainly, Shivani, attend it. It's 4 hours starting at 2 o'clock, part 1. I'll definitely send me a message if you have my number. You can take it from Manav. I'll make sure that you are in the next one.
Okay, sure. I will.
All right. Anybody else? Any questions? Anything that you want to know about?
Yes, sir. In case if I miss this session, but do you have any plan for advanced Being You session, sir? Because I'm referring this Being You book.
Okay. So there are 3 options here. One is the 4-hour session that we are planning to do today.
Okay.
The next one is the part 2, which is a full day session.
Okay.
And the third one is a 2-day session.
Okay.
So you can do any one of them. But it
Yes,
is
sir.
advisable to do the 4-hour session to begin with. Maybe
Okay,
not
sir.
for you, maybe not for you necessarily.
Okay, sir.
So that
Okay,
right
sir.
now I'm offering this to, you just click on that link, Shivani, you'll find out. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Sir, I don't see any link in the chat.
I put a link on the chat just now. I'll put it again.
It says they already started or something is saying. I don't
No, no, in the chat, see this link.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, just click and see where does it take you.
Sir, it takes us to the link for this current session.
Yeah, and it says that it's already started. So
Oh, hang on then. Let me just get it for you. Should have not been the case, but anyhow, hold on. Yeah, you try this one. Just try it out and let me know what comes out of it. Can anybody try this out? Shivani, would you try this out, please?
Yeah, this one works for the 2 p.m. session.
All right, good, great. So anybody, any questions you have? There's no compulsion to join the session. If you are interested, you log in over there. You don't pay for it. So at least we know that you're interested. Okay. So that whenever we reschedule it or do another session, you can be a part of it. So how many of you are interested in it? Can you raise your hands? Whether you're joining it now or later, doesn't matter. How many of you are interested in it? That's what I want to know. Okay, that is one. Who else? All right. Who else? All right, those who are interested, they can log into that thing, click on it. Okay, you can register now if you want to. And even if you don't want to attend now, I'll make sure you get on to the next session. Or you can send a message over there that I will join the next. Okay. All right, what about the others? Jaswinder. Okay, good. So anything else that you'd like to know from me? Anything you want me to, so when you say I want to think about it, is there something that I can help you with in your thinking? Whatever you want to think about, I can help you to think on that. Okay, I got that.
Yes, I mean, I want to think, I mean, I'm sure it is a great program and it will definitely make a difference, but just need some time as I already am enrolled in a couple of programs. So I don't want that I should get confused.
Okay, what
So just want to
program?
bring my focus, into each program at a time.
No problem, no problem. What program are you doing anyway, other than this?
It is on, like a coaching program, which is going to help me expand my coaching.
Okay,
And they're
okay.
going to, it's from a person called Rohini Mundra.
Okay, okay. This will, that is completely different from this in any case, but anyway, you think about it.
Yeah,
Not trying to.
sure.
Okay,
And I'm
anything?
traveling almost for 10 days. So maybe once I'm back, then I can think.
No problem. You can be in touch with me. Do you have my number? If you don't have, I'll put
I
my
don't.
number.
I'll take from Manav.
No, I'm putting it here.
Oh, great,
Fine.
great. Okay, sure.
You just send me a WhatsApp message if you're interested, and whenever the next program happens, I will let you know.
Sure.
Okay.
That'll be
Anything
great.
else? Anybody I can facilitate you with? Anything that you're dealing with, which you want me to maybe throw some light on it? I'm available to you. All right. So if that is not the case, then thank you very much for being here. Thank you for showing your interest in it. You've got my number. Please write it down. If you want to contact me for anything, any clarity about anything, please do get in touch with me. Okay, send me a message. I'll schedule myself. All right. So thanks, guys. Bye-bye. See you soon. Take care.
Thank you, sir.
Bye.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.